What if your house had 8 sides or was made entirely of steel? Most people think a house has 4 walls, a roof, and that's it. But throughout American history, builders dared to think differently, and the results were fascinating, bizarre, and sometimes completely forgotten. Today we're uncovering 5 home styles that were once revolutionary but quietly vanished from our neighborhoods. Some were ahead of their time, others were just too bold for the world around them, and at least one of them might make you wish you lived in a different era entirely. The Octagon House, the shape that almost changed everything. In 1848, a man named Orson Squire Fowler looked at the traditional rectangular house and asked a simple question: why? He proposed building homes with 8 sides instead of 4, and the idea was far from crazy. Octagon houses enclosed 20% more space using the same amount of material, offered better natural light, and allowed air to flow freely through every room. They were cheaper to heat, cheaper to build, and smarter by design. For a brief moment, it seemed like the future of American housing was 8-sided. Then, just as quickly as it started, the trend disappeared. Today, only a handful of these remarkable homes survive, silent reminders of the road not taken. 2. The Queen Anne, America's most extravagant home. If you've ever driven past a Victorian home dripping with decorative woodwork, wraparound porches, and a tower that seemingly has no purpose, you've seen a Queen Anne. Between 1880 and 1910, this style took America by storm. Builders competed to see who could add the most turrets, the most patterns, the most sheer personality to a single structure. The crown jewel of this era? The Carson Mansion in Eureka, California. So over-the-top beautiful that it remains one of the most photographed houses in the entire country. Then came the 20th century. Taste shifted towards simplicity, and the Queen Anne was never built again at scale. 3. The Shotgun House, small, clever, and deeply American. Here's a home style with a name you won't forget: the Shotgun House. So narrow, you could theoretically fire a shot straight through the front door and out the back without hitting a single wall. Just 12 feet wide, no hallways, rooms lined up one after another. Born in New Orleans, shaped by West African and Haitian architectural traditions, and built across the American South for nearly a century, these homes were ingeniously designed for hot climates. The straight-through layout created natural ventilation long before air conditioning existed. Elvis Presley was born in one. Many were torn down, but today they're being restored, recognized at last for the architectural ingenuity they always possessed. 4. The Lustron Home, the house that came in a box. It's 1947. World War II is over. Millions of soldiers are coming home, and America desperately needs housing, fast. Enter Carl Strandland with a radical solution: a house made entirely of enameled steel panels, shipped in a kit of over 3,000 parts, and assembled like no home had ever been assembled before. The Lustron home was rust-proof, fire-resistant, and could be cleaned with a garden hose. The company planned to build hundreds of thousands of them. Instead, financial troubles and government pressure forced Lustron into bankruptcy by 1950, just 3 years after launch. Only about 2,000 were ever built, and remarkably, most of them are still standing today, as durable as the day they were assembled. 5. The Atomic Ranch, the house that believed in the future. After the war, America didn't just want shelter, it wanted optimism. And nothing said optimism quite like the Atomic Ranch. Low to the ground, wide open inside, with huge picture windows that blurred the line between your living room and the outdoors. Bold colors, flat roof lines, a design that looked like it belonged in a science fiction magazine. By the 1950s, 9 out of 10 new homes being built in America were ranches. Architect Joseph Eichler became a legend, spreading this style across California. It was affordable, it was modern, and it told every family that the future was bright and it was yours. So here's the question: if you could bring back any one of these forgotten home styles and make it mainstream again, which would it be? The geometric genius of the octagon? The steel boldness of the lustron? Or the sunlit optimism of the atomic ranch? Drop your answer in the comments, because maybe the best homes of the future are the ones we already forgot.